Hey guys, I am here with my review for some of the Bdellium Tools brushes that I purchased. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I purchased probably about 5 weeks ago the 22-piece brush set from Bdellium, and it was the pink bamboo. So it comes in a like a cloth brush holder. And it basically just unfolds, and then there's a flap that opens, and then 2 rows of where you can store your brushes, and then like pockets on this side that you can put stuff in, and then pockets on the other side too. So I've been storing all my brushes in there, and it's pretty handy, doesn't take up too much space. And then I also cut off on, from the box what each number and what brush is, what each brush is because I haven't quite remembered, exactly what everything is. The way they do their brushes, of course, if you're new to them, you'll see on their website they have like their Maestro set, they have their yellow handle set, which looks like that. They have the pink bamboo, and then they have the green bamboo, and I think that's it. So I believe the only set that has like a shorter handle is the green bamboo. I don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how they did it. The yellow and the pink are going to have like more of that longer handle to it. I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to split this video out because there's 22 brushes. I was thinking of doing like a 4-part review, and then after filming the first time, I decided I think I'm just going to do it as a 2-part review. And I'll probably try and film it either Thursday and have it up, or do it next week. So within the next week or two, you'll see the other half, and then I'll do like more of my just overview of the whole entire collection, what I thought about it, the pricing, and all that stuff. So yeah, so if you guys have any questions on like pricing and that sort of thing, I will go over that in the second half. Because that one has, I think, a less amount of brushes, and it would just be a little bit easier. So the way that Bdellium Tools does their brushes is they have like a little BD symbol here on their brush, and the blue ones are going to be the ones for the face. The green ones are going to be the ones for the eyes, and then your red ones are going to be your lip brushes. So today I'm going to go over all the face brushes. So there's actually a good amount of face brushes that come in the set. The thing that I think I ran into is I'm not really sure if I really need all those face brushes. So there's some that I go to more than others, of course, and then there's some that I have completely changed the purpose of them so that I felt like I used them a little bit more. But the first brush is going to be the Giant 990. So when I did my video on Instagram, I showed you guys these 2 brushes because, I mean, these 2 brushes are just, they're huge. I mean, they're gigantic. They're like as big as my head. And my head's pretty big, so. But the 990 is going to be a angled face brush, I believe. Let's see, yeah, angled face. So it just has, really nice angled shape to it, really long, soft fibers. Like I said, I'll go over more of like the fibers and the construction and stuff on that second half. But very, very fluffy brush. This one, the only thing that I can think of for this one is to use it for setting powder. Like the angle on it, you can, it makes it a little bit easier to set like under the eyes. And of course it's big enough to do the whole entire face and then go through and like brush anything off. So that is what I use this one for. Sometimes I just use the other brushes that I go to more often. Excuse me. But to make sure I'm using this one, that's what I've picked it up for. So, and then the other one is going to be, again, this other giant one, the 975. And this one is pretty similar, like I said, to the angled brush, just it's round on top. And then again, very fluffy. So this one is, they call it the mixed powder. I think I said something else, sorry. They call this one the mixed powder brush. So again, if you're applying like any sort of setting powder, I think this one would work really well. I wouldn't necessarily say you could use it for like powder foundation. I don't use powder foundation. I don't know if many people do anymore. So I'm not quite sure if you can actually use this for that reason. The one that I use for my foundations is going to be the 957, and then this one is the Precision Kabuki. So it's just a standard Kabuki brush, you know, the really flat, dense top here, and then it has more of a rounded ferrule. So some of these have the rounded ferrule on them, and some of them have the pinched ferrule. So this one I actually am really enjoying for my foundation. It's flexible enough that I can actually swirl on my foundation when I want to, but it's dense enough that I can pat it on where I need more coverage. So I have like a weird spot here that I like to cover. I like to cover this one spot that I have on my cheek here, and then like where my freckles are. So it just helps give me a little bit more coverage and then blend out where I need to. So I really, like I said, I really enjoy this one for my foundation. It's pretty much my go-to lately. You know, it goes with me, stays in my bag. It's really nice too to blend out like any harsh lines. All I have to do is just go over it and it, you know, blends them out pretty nicely. So I really like that one. And the second one that I've been going to a lot is going to be the 953, and this is the Do It Fiber foundation brush. So this one's like the Kabuki. It's a little bit shorter, of course, a little bit softer, and it's got the different fibers. So you can see like the top here is a little bit lighter because you've got like those taller white fibers, and then you'll see like the shorter pink fibers in there. So I haven't actually used this one specifically for foundation because I feel it's so small. It would take me forever to put my foundation on. So what I have been using it for is like my cream contours. I've been using it for that. Sometimes I'll actually use it for my blush. It's really nice to blend everything together. What else do I use it for? I think sometimes I'll use it for my concealer, but mainly for like blush and then sometimes contour. And then as you can see too, I didn't wash these brushes before I did this video. So when you get them, they're nice and pink. Like if you want to see them brand new and clean, check out my video on Instagram. But I didn't do that because I wanted to show you guys, yes, I have been actually using them and testing them out. I'm not just saying this just to say it. And yeah, I bought these with my own money. No one paid me to make this. So like I said, this one I really enjoy as well. Now, the other one I was kind of interested about when I saw this set on the website was this one here, and this is the 949. What this is a pointed foundation brush. Now, when I first saw it, I thought it came up like a tip, like that, like it coned to a tip. And I thought that would be really nice to do contour with, because it has that tip on it and you can get a little bit more precise. But when I purchased it, I tried it and I wasn't really liking it. I think the fibers, I guess, were a little bit too flexible for that. I guess because I do like a little bit more of a stronger contour. So I decided to try it for what its actual intended purpose was, and that was for foundation. And what I found out is the shape of this actually is at an angle. So you can see it goes shorter to taller like that. So what this has been really nice for is, like I said, foundation, especially in these areas here. So because it's smaller, it allows you to get under your eye, into the corners there, and just, you know, fill in like any spots that you need to, anything that needs a little bit more coverage. And yeah, so that's what I've been using that for mainly, because it's a little bit harder with the Kabuki brush to get into those tighter areas. So it's nice to have this pointed brush for that reason. Now, the other brush that I'm kind of iffy about is the 964. And the 964 is supposed to be the, I guess, the blush brush. Where is it? I can't find it. Yes, all-purpose blusher. So I don't know what they mean as far as all-purpose blusher goes. Like you can use it for any type of blush or for something else other than blush. I actually haven't tried this with cream blush. I've only tried it with a regular blush. And I'm not sure if I like it for blush. I don't know. For me, on blushes, like, you have to make sure you know how a product applies, because with blush, you can apply it really heavily handed and it'll look completely crazy. But for me, I think I like a little bit denser of a brush, or like a shorter fiber brush, like this one here, to apply my blush, because I feel like I have a little bit more control, if that makes sense. With this one, it is very fluffy. It has a little bit of a taper on the top to it. But for some reason, I don't often go to this one for blush. I think I'm going to probably try and check this one out a little bit more, because it's so fluffy. It would probably be really easy to, you know, blend out and make sure you don't go too heavy-handed and you don't have like streaky blush. Another thing I'll probably have to try out also in the future is doing it with cream blush. Now, I know with this one, I can kind of use cream blush for it, although sometimes I prefer to just use my fingers because I find brushes make it a little bit spotty, but this one I've tried with cream products. This one I have not. So, that's something else I'm going to have to continue trying on that one. And then the last one is, or actually, sorry, the last two, is going to be the concealer brush and the fan brush. Now, the concealer brush is going to be the 936, and it's just a flat brush. I originally thought, because I wasn't really looking at the little symbol there, I thought this was actually an eyeshadow brush. So I've been using it for like just a flat brush to pack eyeshadow on my eyelid, and it works just the same. So I'm sure with concealer you can do the same thing. It's nice and flat, so you can really get in there and be precise about where you want your concealer to go. And then of course if you want to spread it out. But I have turned it into an eyeshadow brush. It happens. And then the last one is going to be the 925, and then this is just a fan brush. So fan brushes, I'm kind of iffy about. I mean, it's like the Do It fiber where you can see the difference in the colors, because there's longer fibers and then the shorter pink fibers. This brush you can use a lot for like highlighters, powder highlighters. It's really nice to, you know, just slightly be able to dust on your highlighter on those spots. But for me, I don't know, I apply my highlighter with my fingers. For some reason, I feel like it just it applies a little bit easier for me, and I can blend it a little bit better. And I just feel like it sticks better. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. I think because this is so light, I just don't feel like it's really like getting into my skin, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I hardly use the fan brush. It's just an extra thing for me to like have to take out and use when I just have my fingers at work just as well. But I don't know. Are any of you guys like that when it comes to highlighters and fan brushes? I mean, they're good to apply highlighters if you're, you know, worried about it being too heavy-handed or whatnot, but I don't know, I haven't really reached for it. And I've always seen fan brushes and thought they looked cool and thought they would be cool to have. But now that I have one, I don't know. I could probably live without one. So, but yeah, that is it for the face brushes. So like I said, you have a pretty good amount of face brushes that come in this set. So there's actually 2, 4, 6, 8 brushes. Like I said, I don't know that all of them are necessarily necessary. These 2 giant powder brushes, like I said, I haven't really found much use for them except for setting powders. If you guys have found out great uses for them, leave me a comment below and let me know. Like I said, my most used face brushes out of this set are going to be these 3, the pointed, sorry, this one fell on the floor. the pointed foundation brush, the Do It Fiber foundation, and then the Kabuki brush. And then the other two are kind of iffy, depends. My concealer brush and my fan brush. Concealer brush of which I've turned into an eyeshadow brush. So, oh well, yeah. But I hope that this video was interesting and you got to get a good look at all the face brushes that come in the 22-piece set. Like I said, I will do another video, and I think I'm going to combine the eyeshadow brushes and the lip brushes all in one because there's not too many, and I don't think it's going to take really that long to do all of them. And then I'll actually do like pretty much a wrap up of my overall impression of the whole set, the pricing, quality, that sort of thing. So yeah, stay tuned for the second part of this review. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up for me and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And don't forget to follow me on all the other social media sites. I will have all my links listed down below in the description box. And I think that's all I've got. So I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you again for watching. I will see you next time with the rest of this review. All right, bye.